like that light. It makes me look kind of cringy. It's a little, makes me look all splotchy. I don't like that. Need some lotion. Ah, guess we'll have to do blemishes and all. So, anyways, hey, how is everyone? I just wanted to make a quick follow-up video to my video the other day. I definitely was going through it, that's for sure. Um, I did a massive purge last night, and I feel like whatever it was that was working on me, I definitely got it out, and I definitely needed to. That's for sure. And I'm definitely feeling a lot better now, like coming out of that depression that I was in, luckily. And that's the thing. It's like when you have bipolar depression like this, and you're working with demons, you're working with spirits. If you're someone that's not on medication and you're going the natural route of it, like dealing with your depression the natural way, like through maybe just therapy and like clean living, um, it's when, for me, like when I get stressed out, um, the first thing that will go for me will be like exercise and meditation, and then I'll start eating bad, and then I'll start like eating meat, and then I'll start drinking alcohol, and then it'll just start this like vicious cycle of me like feeding into the depression with things that I know like aren't good for me. And hey everybody, thank you for coming, and I'm so sorry I was late. I intended on coming on at the time that was set, and then it just didn't happen that way, so I'm sorry. Sorry about that. But yeah, solitude is nice, and I think everybody could probably use a little bit of that right about now, just to like introspect, some introspection on their lives and like where they're at, and um, what's working for them and what isn't. Um, like getting back to the topic though, like when you suffer from depression, or when you suffer from like bipolar depression like I do, like um, it's very easy for me to blame my spiritual path on those things, even though those things were there long before I even got on my spiritual path. Um, it just seems like sometimes, the darkness can be a little too much, and it can consume you, and it will. Sometimes it's needed. Sometimes you need to let it consume you. Um, and that is like a big part of like initiatory process in like surrendering to the darkness, becoming one with it, being comfortable in darkness, um, being comfortable with your own thoughts and your own mind is like very, very important. But getting more and more difficult nowadays in today's society. I mean, you take a look at it, look at what we're inundated with. We're inundated with quick little snippet videos and TikToks and things, and I can see for sure how addictive that is, and I can also see how detrimental it is to your attention span, because it's all like I can tell, like from participating in that more than I ought to. It definitely affects my attention span to like that's the only kind of uh, content that I want to consume, really. And thank you so much. Hey, Infinity Beyond. Hey, Rem. Hey, um, I saw you there a minute ago. Hold on. Hey, Deja. What's up? And I don't know if anybody else that was here earlier will make it back, but hey, Jeff and a hardcore zombie and avoids pikes. Love you all so much. And Marcus Roke, what's up? Oh, hell yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's a great union. And she's I wanted to let you know that her and I are going to be coming on this Tuesday night. I think it's going to be like 9 p.m. Martha and I are going to be doing a live stream, and we'll be talking about our up and coming group right on the full moon of November the 27th. Like, so don't forget about that. Mark your calendar, because that is where we're summoning Sotalak, Azazel, and Shemaza to receive direct bindings of their watchers, their watcher familiars, like your very own watcher familiar. And that'll be taking place on the 27th of November. Her and I'll be carrying that out. Everybody that signs up will get a video, instructions, name, and sigil of the spirit. I don't have the information in the description of this video, but if you go to the most recent community post, you can find all the information there as far as like how to sign up, and the PayPal and the Cash App and all that kind of thing is all there. What's up, Damon Geppetto? Sending my love back to you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will receive your love graciously, and I appreciate it. Like, I'll definitely like send my aura of love and appreciation and gratitude out to you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Brady. It's good to see you. Yeah, things are looking up, and like the thing that I find in this path is like, when you do get close, when you get to those breakdown moments, that is like typically when you're going to have a breakthrough. So it's not really as much of a breakdown as it is a breakthrough. It may look very much like a breakdown at that point in time, but if you lean into it, you push your way through it, keep on living day after day, you'll see that most likely it was a breakthrough and not a breakdown. And so that's kind of what, I am doing my best to embrace at this moment, knowing too that like I have to know now, it's like you get to a point on this path where like you're gonna have to really like make the decision of whether you're like all in or not. And that can greatly impact your life in many ways, like socially and your family standing and status and relationships and partnerships and friendships and romances, and all of that can certainly be impacted upon this decision to immerse yourself fully into your practice, like for real. And that's something that if you haven't really gotten to that point, you'll get to that point. You'll have to really make that choice. And that's where being confident comes in. And you're going to have to be sure, you're going to have to be confident, because like this does in many ways, even though your friends and your family and your loved ones like love you, you will be looked at unfavorably in many ways. No matter how awesome of a person you are, you might be a great guy and you might be an awesome woman and so much fun and being around and a joy to everyone, but just because of the things that you do, you're going to be looked at differently, treated differently, um, and it just goes part and parcel with the path. It is a lonely, solitary one in many ways, like especially in those aspects, and you'll see more and more, like especially with the family dynamic, it can be like that. What's up, Friar Pestle? What's up, Ayla? Ayla said, "Hey JD, I got a question. Could you explain why using other spirits and elements rather than being and expressing them yourself in Circle of the Magician?" I'm not sure I understand your question. Hey, what's up? Whoop whoop. What's up, Alvin? What's up, Mary Das Kubi? What is up? Yay. Oh yeah, that would be great to do a live with JS sometimes. We'll be doing that, I'm sure. I was actually going to be going down there to Georgia. I mean, I was invited down there last weekend, him and VK were there, and I really wanted to try to make it, but I was like down and out and hating it. And I've had like a lot of pressure put upon me in my personal life. Things that I won't get into yet. Like, not anything bad, really, per se. Just like their changes, and like, um, and I know it's like something that I felt it coming like for so long. It's a thing relating to business potentially, and I might have to be making some transitions, and like that's okay. If that's what has to happen, that's what has to happen. But like in order for me to like be able to really take that step and to like do the damn thing is my confidence, right? My confidence in myself. And like that I was really like, man, like bringing this synchronicity in with like me kind of having that breakdown there that I had, that spiritual breakdown, and curse, I might add. There was a curse element in it, that's for sure. I'll I'll, I'll let you know why I feel that way. But shit, damn it, I always lose my train of thought so easily. Oh, the tape's breaking. We got this thing propped up with some scotch tape, motherfucker. Ooh. Oh, but damn it. I did get your messages though, and thank you, dude. I love you, man. And if you sent me some texts, I'll respond to your text. I didn't get your text, I don't think. I saw your messages on here, and I'll give you a holler, man. I was damn it. You need some more tape. You're like you're seeing my janky background with the tape. It's all taped up. All right, you're gonna have to look at me sideways. I hope that's okay. That'll be fine. Legion of Lilith, what's up? Hey, dude. Hey, and everyone, I want to remind you at 3 p.m. Eastern time. That's like not too long from now at all. I would say like probably in the next hour. Then EA Co-editing is going to be on Legion of Lilith channel. So I'm going to be ending this prior to that time because I want to be there to check that out. And I suggest that all of you jump on over to that channel, Legion of Lilith, and subscribe and check it out if you haven't yet. I'm sure you all have. And hey, what's up, Nina the Mystic? Subscribe to Nina the Mystic's channel too. And don't forget to check out her hump day messages that she's got on Wednesdays. Hey Danny, what's up? Hey, hey Danny. Yeah, you're logged into your channel. But check out Danny and Dimitri's channel, Legion of Lilith, today. It's today, right? I'm pretty sure, and it's in like an hour, something like that. Hold on a second. Oh yes, I'll be there. Sarah's gonna come with me. We're gonna come check y'all out, and we'll be in the chat and everything like that. That's for sure. How do you like my dope ass thrift store find? Martha found this for me a couple weeks ago. We went with my daughters to that what's it called? Shit. I don't know. You can take your clothes there and sell them, and you can buy them back and stuff. One of those stores. We went there. Hey Jeff, what's up? Hey Deja. So I think, really like I was feeling the pressure, like I was really like blaming all of my life's problems and blaming like my current state of emotional beingness and like energy level and anxiety and everything that's like related to heavy loads of stress, like blaming that on my spiritual path. And I was blaming that on the demons, like being like, oh man, like I was beginning to think that like it's because of the life that I'm living is like why that I feel this way. And like Really, the reason that I feel this way is because I'm lacking the confidence to step up and be a man in my life and do what I got to do that. And like that is what they have been trying to show me, like in so many fucking ways, like to the point to where I was like paralyzed on the sofa, um, not able to really function, like when in reality I should be up kicking ass and taking names like effortlessly. And when I'm feeling good and I'm like not on a downward spiral, then like I'm fine. Um, and literally like, the only vice that I have that I abuse, somewhat regularly is alcohol. And like, that's terrible. I know it is, and that's something that I'm getting away from. Luckily, like, seriously, no joke, no shit. Since 2019, I have not had one slip up in 2020, with that mouth, but I have not had anything like that at all. I've had plenty of plant medicines like ayahuasca and mushrooms, and I have had some LSD and things of that nature, but like, um, nothing else. Nothing else. And I wouldn't mess around like that. Like I would never, like Mother Aya freed me from that hell, which was like 5-year crystal meth addiction. Like in one night, like no shit, I was released from that freaking demon. That's a foul demon. Like when people talk about being afflicted with things, they're talking about demons. Like that is a fucking uh that's a foul demon. And I purge that shit out. It's like a foul demon and a curse. Like crystal meth is so many things like wrapped up into one, and I was all wrapped up in it for quite a long time. But she saved me from that. I mean, I did the work. I went through fucking hell purging that shit out. That was one of the most insane journeys that I've been through, and it was my first one, so it was like really intense. But I kept going back. What's up, Azamon? What's up, man? Oh, okay. Okay, cool. All right, well, we'll be there when it premieres so we can all talk to you, anyways. So that'll work. but um, but yeah, I think really like for people like us, especially that are literally here as a volunteer spirits that we are to raise this vibration and to open people's eyes to the truth of this reality. Like it is almost necessary for your own sanity that you live like the cleanest life that you can. And am I a prime example of that? No, not all the time. Not much of the time here lately. I know what I need to do, but doing it, like that's a whole nother thing. And there are moments and times and periods in my life where I am doing it and I'm feeling great, but then there's always something in life that comes and intercedes and fucks you up, and then you're resorting back to like your old, what your ways of coping mechanisms, which is usually vices. Anything that drains your wallet, takes your time, takes your attention, and makes you feel like shit is something that just really needs to go. And it's something that like you can let go of. Like, and I am trying my best to stay away from these things and to start implementing healthy habits. But like when you're really going through a crucial dark night of the soul, which is something that I was coming out of yet again. Um, it's very easy to come out of those dark nights of the soul with a few things that you got to deal with later. Like maybe you drank quite a bit during that time, and you did have some awakenings, and your awareness is elevated, but now you've been used to coping with alcohol, trying to get through that dark night of the soul. Now you're going to have to deal with cutting back on that alcohol or cutting back on that weed or whatever the case may be. Um, but I guess, I've been doing way too much of like pointing the finger at like everything else in life and like every other person and every other situation and every little feeling that I have, like that's negative typically. And like I'm blaming it on all these external sources instead of really like taking a good look in the mirror and being like, what is it that you are doing to contribute to this? Or what is it that you need that you're not getting? Like, it's sometimes you have to ask yourself those hard questions and not be so quick to like point the finger at other things that are happening or that are going on. Like, those things may be just fine. You're just trying to find excuses. But maybe not. Maybe not. You know, some people, it's fine to second guess your spirituality and your spiritual path. You know, I'm not saying that I'll always be doing this. I might be at a point where I'm somewhat outgrowing black magic, but I'm still going to practice it. I may be doing other things too. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I think that we should all be in a like you don't ever want to end up in a stasis spiritually. You always want to be evolving. And you know, black magic is not the end all be all of everything. There's tons of systems out there, there's tons of spiritual practices out there, there's all kinds of things. And again, I'm not trying to steer you away from this. I'm just saying that, you know, this is really kind of a somewhat of an all or nothing situation here that you in, buddy. You know, so it's I think it's more dangerous to dip your toes in the water than it is to like go into it head first, if that makes sense. And there's a lot of people that, you know, and I've been guilty of this myself, like dipping my toes in the water and not really like going into it like full fledged all the way, like, you know, because you can feel when you're at a point where you can go deeper, right? You can feel when you're at a point where things have opened up and things have changed, and spiritually speaking, you're stronger, wiser, more powerful. um, and that too can be a scary thing to realize as well, because like especially when your psychic senses like really start to ping big time, like that can be scary for a lot of people. It's been scary for me, like, man, like, ooh, I know I can feel things coming typically a mile away. Now, you know, I will say too, and I do believe this, that, you know, yes, people can definitely curse you and cause things. You know, you can have curses placed upon you, but you could also have like what I would just say an unclean spirit that could even be there for your highest and best good, placed upon there by a higher ranking demon that you work with, all for the sole purpose of the experience and the knowledge that you'll gain from the experience of going through this this interaction with this foul spirit, and then ultimately expelling it from yourself. That's something that recently went through. I just recently went through that last night, as far as like purging the spirit out of me. Um, and, you know, like I had drank some, I'm not gonna lie. I drank a bunch of liquor, but still, I don't throw up like this. Like, this doesn't just happen. Like, it was that spirit was ready to come out. And, like, man, when it came out, like, I felt so much better. I felt like lighter, like automatically I felt like cleaning things up, and I made my bed and shit, and like things that I had been putting off for a while, like stupid shit, you know, like I was doing today. So hey, that's a step in the right direction, right? You know, taking care of these little creature comforts, these little things that, you know, kind of keep everything at an even keel and make you like soft and comfy and happy, right? Because this world is really harsh, and it's really harsh right now. And I'm afraid, and I hate to say it, but like it's only going to get harsher. And if you believe that you're safe in where you're at now, which most of y'all are over here where I am, like it's you know, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled, okay? When it comes down to it, you are all you got, and there may come a day where you may have to be as stronger than you've ever imagined you've ever had to be. That's the thing, though. While this havoc could potentially be happening, your magic will be developing into and increasing in ways that you've never seen before. And like when this happens, if it does happen, the veil will be torn through in such a way that like the supernatural and the natural will be overlapping. The Watchers, I believe, they're already here, but they're going to be coming back in an even um, in the same ways they did before to help rebuild humanity once this old one has been destroyed. They will be reawakened and they will help us rebuild this new world. We won't get to the point we're at now where we're doing stupid shit though. We'll do it the right way this time. Hey Keenan, I love you too, and thank you for everybody. And thanks Dragon Stixler Lexler King. You like the tapestry? Word. Thank you. I love you too, and thanks that for everybody that left me so many nice messages on the last video. And I'm so sorry that I had to be so honest and raw, but I just feel that sometimes, the spirit moves me to put out that type of content, even though it may be embarrassing for me and my own ego and everything else. I still want you all to have the full experience of a sorcerer. These are the things that happen. These are the things that I go through all the time. Somebody's calling me. I don't know who this is. They called me earlier. I'm going to call them back here in a minute, apparently. Oh, it might be. Oh, I know who it is. I'll call them back. I can't talk to you right now, brother. It's about some work shit. I don't know why I hung up on him. I'll be like, I know why I hung up on him right now, obviously, because we're in the middle of this. But he had called earlier, and I didn't recognize the number. But anyways, I really do appreciate everybody being so kind and so sweet and so understanding. I know a lot of you are like going through like some of the exact same things that I'm going through at the exact same time. And like that's why our soul family is so unique and so awesome, because like you can tell that we are a collective here, and that everyone is typically kind of like experiencing a lot of the similar things, so one thing I will say, and I still need to do a better job of this myself, is to just be prepared for anything. Like, and like take this seriously. I've said this before. Like, you are a fool if you do not do this, and if you don't do it like in the next 30 days for real. Have some water, have some food, have some candles, have some lots of packs, like a big pack of lighters, non-perishable food items, and a bag of some shit that you can put all together and that you can bug out with if you have to. And I don't want to scare people. I don't want to say that like that anything is imminent, but anything can happen. Like we do live in a world now where that is a good possibility. Right, exactly. Be prepared, not scared. And there's nothing wrong with being prepared. And I talked about this before, like my Mormon upbringing, like these people have a 2-year supply of food and water and everything else in their house. All of them do. Don't go hit the Mormons up when the shit goes down. Don't be going and raiding the Mormons now. Yeah, you can get your own preparations now. You still have time. because prices are going to start to go up. I wish I had the money right now to get a damn brand new fucking AR-15 or something, but I got money tied up in some other things, and I could do it, but that would just be a little bit of a stretch right now. I know those are going to go through the roof. I mean, gosh, if you had the money right now to get your hands on 3 or 4 AR-15s, you could probably quadruple the money here before long. But anyway, that's kind of going off on a tangent. Um, just be prepared. Be prepared for the lights going out. Be prepared for the internet going down for extended periods of time, potentially. Um, if you can have some kind of plan, have some kind of plan. But it's kind of hard to have, you don't know where you're going to be when certain things happen and that kind of thing. But I would also keep some blankets and some water and some food in the trunk of your car, in like a bag of things, like just in case, like have that too. I need to do that. I need to practice what I preach and get that together. I do have a lot of things that I keep in the back of my minivan. I always keep a jug of water back there. I always keep blanket. Um, this little thing that inflates the tires and all that, some jumper cables and shit, and I have like a few like Bernie log things. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm feeling better. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yep, exactly, Nina. Yep, yeah, an EMP, and that's what worries me, too. Although, like, am convinced now, and I know that they're all working together, and that it's all just big corporations. Like each country's a big corporation, and they're all working together, and they're all just slowly bringing us around into the herd, and they're going to start dividing us up even more than they are. But those balloons that China sent over earlier in February that everybody was kind of freaking out about, like, and then they were found to not have really any kind of surveillance equipment on it necessarily, but they did track like how the balloon's pattern went, at least at that particular point in time. So, a balloon like that would definitely be capable of delivering something of that nature. And if they are in fact going to think about making a move on Taiwan, that is something they'd probably do first. But man, that right there, whew, you are going to see the beast come out like you've never seen before within 2 or 3 days. And it doesn't matter where you live, but especially if you live in a big city. So there could be some other types of lockdowns coming out here soon too, which I'm sure everyone knows about, but have some things on hand for that too. Um, you know, it's uh, it's a crazy world that we live in, and it is exciting times, but it is scary times, and we have to remember, that there's people like over there, like right this second, like in imminent danger. And there's people over there right this second, right now, getting blown up. There's people over there right this second, right now, getting RAPED'd to death and shit. And their houses and their homes destroyed. They're starving. They're in hell. I mean, we are in hell already. Yes, this is hell. Welcome. But this is like some of the ugliest sides of it right here. And they're seeing it. So let's just take a moment to be with those people and to send them some love and some comfort. We can do that. We can send that to them, like feel that. You can see it. You can see that energy that we're creating, sending it out to all of them right now. Yeah, send that to them mugs right there. That's how you should do it. But anyways, don't forget the group ritual. November 27th is coming out. If you want your very own watcher familiar from Shamyaza, Suntalak, or Azazel, let me know. There are still spaces available, but there are not many left. Probably at least half of them are left. So check out the most recent community post. It'll tell you everything that you need to know in order to sign up. I hope you do. And you can check out my website also at jdtempo.info. And you can become a member of this channel. If you want to do that shit, you can do that. And if you're just a visitor here, and I have come to realize that only 50% of the people that watch this channel are subscribed. And that is a travesty. That's crazy. I know that's probably like typical statistics for like, um, you know, that's probably like the same thing for most people. But if I do like their stuff, I do try to subscribe. But, hey, not everybody on here likes what I do. And a lot of people watch me because they hate me. Hey, what's up? Love y'all too. But anyway, peace. Love you all. See you soon. Smell my face. Smell it good. And I'll talk to you later on. Go check out that thing at Legion of Lilith channel. It's coming on soon. Be there. Be square.